What's stopping you from achieving your dream? You know what you want. You know that thing that you know more than the average person. You want to land a remote job, you want to start your freelancing business, or you want to become a content creator. You know that one person that you admire, that content creator, that remote worker that earns thousands of dollars. Yes, you could have, they're not as good as you are. You might even be better than them. But what's the difference? They took a step, they showed up every day. And yes, you're right. There's nothing special about them. There's nothing special about everyone that you see unfold, anyone that you see online. The difference is that they put in the work, they put in the man hours, they showed up every day, even when things were not working. They showed up every day until it got to a point that things started to work. It's the compounding effect. Things add up. The more you put in effort to doing anything, even if you don't get the result immediately, one thing is inevitable: you are going to learn. You are going to learn more ways not to suck at a particular thing, more ways to do something better. The truth about you and that person that you actually want to be like is repetition. People underestimate this skill, but it's very important. The place of doing one thing over and over and over again till you see the results. That is the difference between you and this person. The truth I have come to realize is that the best person at ABC was actually one of the worst persons at it. So think of the best movie star, the best person at whatever. That person started off not being good at it, but the more they put in the work, the more they show up every day, the better they become. Because they are doing that every day, they become better than the average person that does the same thing that you do once in a while. They put in the work and eventually become better. So what is your excuse? You want a remote job, you want to grow your freelance business. When was the last time you reached out to a client? When was the last time you applied to a job? When was the last time you did anything? You reached out to somebody to sell your skill and service. When was the last time you reached out to an employer? What is your excuse? You don't want to send that email. Why haven't you sent that email? Why haven't you reached out? You don't want to be ghosted. You don't want to feel embarrassed if you don't get a response. If you get a rejection email, you don't want that embarrassment. You don't want to feel bad. Well, I have felt bad. I have sent emails. I have been rejected. I have felt embarrassed many times that I can count in my life. It doesn't matter. I didn't die. Life moves on. The distance between where you are and where you want to be lies in repetition, lies in showing up, lies in consistency. I know you've heard this a lot of times, but I can't even overemphasize. The more you show up at anything, the better you become at it. There is no just fast truth to it. So if you want to become the best at ABC thing, you have to show up at ABC thing more than the average person. That is just it.